welcome to the second edition of the Golden Eagles Golf Championship. It was held in one city last year and this year it covers three: Bangalore, Pune and Hyderabad. Krishnapatnam Port, the biggest port facility on the east coast of India, has organized the Golf Championship Series. The port is privately owned and built and is strategically located in the Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh. It's got the deepest draft in the country, and because of its proximity to the hinterland of the whole of Andhra Pradesh, northern Karnataka and northern Tamil Nadu, it makes for a far more competitive port than other alternatives. The port has recently launched CVR Links, an 18-holes links golf course connected with the sea, making it the first of its kind in India. The course is modelled after the world-famous St Andrews Golf Course in Scotland. This year's Krishnapatnam Port Golden Eagles Golf Championship was a cut above last year. It was a sight to see as a total of 400 businessmen and women came together from different parts of the world for the common love of golf. Bangalore was the first venue of the series.
As a part of our customer philosophy, we believe that engagement with the customer should not be only for business, but it also needs to be non-business interaction which can promote a feeling of trust and compatibility with our customers. Now, golf is really one of the games which many of the people who work in shipping lines are very passionate about. And since our managing director, Mr. Shashidhar, is also very passionate about golf, it was a beautiful meeting of two philosophies to decide to take golf forward as a way of engaging with our customers.
While bigwigs from the shipping industry comprised most of the participant list, celebrities from the film and cricketing world also contributed towards the strong attendance.
I think in our country, until unless the corporate people won't come and start spending money on sports, it will be very difficult. I think the government have many things to handle. But I feel very proud and happy when I see the corporate come in and they start looking after the games. I think a little surprise, port people coming out and start spending in golf, but hats off to them. KPCT have done a wonderful job to taking this initiative and bringing people, giving them chance to play. I think this is the only sports where you can say a 10 years old can play with 80 years old. There is no other game in this world can play like that. And it's wonderful to see that all kind of people come out and play.
I was impressed thoroughly with the way they would organize this, the whole tournament. It was ostentatious, it was gracious, they were enormously welcoming hosts, and one of the most memorable events in golf. For most ardent golfers, it's actually quite a spiritual experience. You're actually a lot on your own. You don't really have to have a conversation because you're mostly hitting your own balls and concentrating on getting your game right. And if you do have a friendly banter in between, the topics get completely varied. I don't remember one game where I've started with the same topic and ended with that. It depends on how your game is going, and you would probably talk about family or business or activity or politics or sports or weather. And the best part of this game is that if you have a golf set in any part of the world, you can go there and play with 4 different people and make friends with people that you've never met or hope to meet again, which is fabulous actually.
Female professional golfers, including 12-time women's golf champion Sharmila Nicolette, had a prominent presence at this year's event.
I think the Golden Eagle Golf Championship is a great initiative in terms of bringing all the corporate golfs and all the leadership teams together to kind of interact with us and to give them a few tips. We can learn a lot from them as well. And it's a great way to grow the sport in the country. And golf particularly is male dominated as well. But the women's golf in India is increasing every year. The new players coming in every year, the different winners in every other event in India, so that it shows increase in competition. And I feel in the next few years, if we can give in an international performance which would change the perception of golf particularly, and would actually help a lot of youngsters and young girls to take up the sport as a lucrative career.
I think it's awesome, but I think we still have a long way to go, because I mean, with the population that we have, there should be a lot more women who are actually playing golf. But there aren't, but it's good. It's improved a lot, and I think people are finally, especially with Aditi doing so well in the Olympics, I think it's, you know, parents are finally looking at this as a career choice for their daughters also.
International clients added to the charm of the event, and Bangalore in particular saw a very cosmopolitan crowd on the course.
We are a long-term client of them. First we started with importing coal from different destinations, from Australia, from South Africa and from Indonesia. And today we are not only importing but also exporting cement to Sri Lanka. So we are a cement producer and have a long-term connection with the port of Krishnapatnam, and a very good one. I hope that the growth will continue to the benefit of our company, which is Bharti Cement, and to the benefit of Krishnapatnam Port, which is one of the important ports of Andhra Pradesh. And Andhra Pradesh is one of the important markets for our company for sales of cement.
This is the first time. It was a very good experience for me. For example, Japanese people tends to gather together with the Japanese people only. But this time I could meet various Indian people and other countries' people. It was a very good opportunity. My relationship with KPCT is just 1 year. Our customer is mainly the pharmaceutical companies. These are the companies looking for the overseas market. So definitely they are expecting to export overseas. Currently, we are not so representative in the Hyderabad market, but we are expecting to expand 50% more in revenue in Hyderabad through the Krishnapatnam Port, because it will be the gateway for the Hyderabad and Telangana, the so-called new emerging cities.
The most colorful one today would be Odor. He's quite colorful. I can see him from here.
An entertaining award ceremony marked the end of the Bangalore leg and the beginning of the Pune one. Before the game, participants caught up for tea and snacks. Actor and golf enthusiast Shilpa Shetty made the drive from Mumbai just to be a part of the Pune event. As the saying goes, in golf as in life, it's the follow-through that makes the difference. And that's exactly what the participants did here in Pune, which has been destination 2 of the Golf Championship. They played despite the pouring rains as if they would have on any other normal sunny day.
Shashidhar, the big boss of Krishnapatnam Port, is a golf enthusiast. So not only I was there last year, but whenever opportunity permits, we would like to play together with Mr. Shashidhar, and of course with many customers from time to time. I was there last year, but this year it seems that the weather god has been showering a lot of blessings on us, which is again a very good sign. So not complaining about not getting proper game, but enjoying the concept, enjoying the commitment towards promoting of the sports.
What's the connection between shipping, ports and the development of the economy? Stay tuned to find out as stalwarts share their insights at the Pune Golf event right after this short break. With the rains cutting down playtime, experts took some downtime to share insights on the maritime sector.
Basically, the world trade is at about 10 billion metric tons. And India's share, and not many people know this, is about 10% of the total share, which is about 1.052 billion metric tons in a financial year. So being such a large number, of the world trade, it is unfortunate that 80% of this trade is carried on foreign ships. And I think what we need to do is get the Indian ship owners at the same level playing field as the international ship owners, so that this could, they would have good competition, and when competition is there, it will bring in quality and of course lower the logistics costs for international shippers.
As far as port is concerned, thanks to various initiatives of the government, there has been a lot of private entrepreneurs who have set up the infrastructure which is backbone to the country's economy. If you have to move your cargo by road by 800 or 1000 kilometers or 1200 kilometers, vis-a-vis if you have got a port within the vicinity of couple of hundred kilometers, the saving on the logistic cost is so substantial that decides whether the Indian economy can be competitive with the global economy or not. So from that parameters, Krishnapatnam ports and various other ports around in the country, which are the new ports, have been playing a very, very important role in development of the Indian economy.
Experts state that KPCT's idea of a car carrier terminal is one of great foresight.
India is a hub for small cars, manufacturing of small cars. Going forward, we see a huge margin, and from the numbers I understand, in the next 5 to 7 years, there will be a parcel size of about 5,000 cars being exported from the East Coast and the West Coast per day, which is a huge number. And hence, I think they're thinking about having a car carrier terminal is a very forward and innovative idea.
This year's tournament also welcomed prospective clients from Dubai.
We run feeder services from Jebel Ali to Doha, Meesaid, and we run intergulf services into other ports like Sharjah, Abu Dhabi, all this inside the UAE. Then we have our service which comes into India on a weekly basis. We call Navasheva, that is JNPT port. That is the only port we are exposed to in India. In our future, we are looking at east coast of India and other ports in India. Now, Krishnapatnam, I'm coming for this for the first time. Basically, networking of people, and you meet people here, getting into new projects.
And the networking continued at the final destination of the championship, Hyderabad. It's a crucial day for KPCT. The final leg of the tournament is being held here in Hyderabad. Being their hometown, there's a lot of local crowd that has turned up. In fact, there are close to 200 participants here today, and because of that, they've had to have 2 rounds of golf, which is quite unique for a tournament. The weather gods were kinder this time, and although it did rain in spurts, the players were still able to get their fill of greens. Besides me is the main man behind it all, MD of Krishnapatnam Port, Mr. Sashidhar. Sir, can you tell us a little bit about the event this year versus last year? What's the difference?
Last year we did it only in Pune. It was a great success, grand success. A lot of people liked it. And then we had a lot of people asking us, will you do it again? So, and then this time we thought, okay, let's do it in our hinterland cities also. So Hyderabad and Bangalore are actually our hinterland for our port. And there was really great request, people coming, we want to play. Right. And then I'm very happy. Last time we did about 104, and this time we are doing 400.
How did you think about this initiative? Why golf out of all the games? They say that you know a man's character when you play 18 holes of golf with him. Was that your trick to get to know your business partners and clients?
It's not like that. Yeah, golf is like a gentleman's game. Every game is a gentleman's game, I would say. But it's like you and your ball, and you tell a score that is noted as a gentleman. It's not that somebody sees you and checks you on that. So that's why it's a gentleman's game basically. Right. It's a nice game, and you have, as I said, I always say, it's a green. It's you're in the nature. You're with the trees. You're with the birds. Your opportunity to be with the nature every day is what I feel golf is.
Correct. And so it gives you a good opportunity to network with people on the course as well.
I wouldn't say network, nice meeting with people, because people are busy in their offices, and you come and meet in the golf course, you play and you talk about the game. Right. It's not just only about a business deal or something. Networking is also one way of saying, but I would say this is a very positive way, very positive of knowing people and learning about their experiences.
Can you tell us a little bit about the new golf course that's coming up here?
Yeah, we've developed a course, links course called CVR Links.
Yeah.
Links is basically a little difficult because the wind patterns are a little unpredictable. Okay. Like there's in our links, there's one hole which there's about 170 to hit on the island. Right. I mean, when the wind is going tailwind, you actually can hit with the 9 club, and then while coming back, you have to hit with the driver. So it's like that. Okay. So it's how you gauge the wind and how you select your club, all matters. It's a little tricky in links course.
So can you tell us a little bit about KPCT and the growth plans for the port?
Krishnapatnam Port as a master plan, if you see, it's a master plan of 250 million tons capacity, which is the largest port is doing about 110 today. So our master plan capacity is 250 million tons. So we are massive port in terms, we complete the master plan, we are a very big port. We will be competing with some of the Chinese ports, which no Indian ports can even dream to compete with Chinese ports. That is the kind of a master plan is Krishnapatnam Port. And in the master plan, we are in the first phase of second phase, just did about only 20% of the master plan. Good. So we are doing about, our capacity is about 70 million now, and we are doing between 50 and 40, 50. We are in that range. So since the master plan is so big, so our plans to get up to one day, it have to reach 250 million. The one day will come after 5 years, one day will come after 10 years, where it depends upon the business available. So the cargo should be there, and we should be able to handle it. So today we have a capacity of 70 million, but we are handling 40 million. So we have 30 always gap.
What about this championship? Are you any plans for this, the growth of this championship? How many more years are you planning to have this?
No, this Golden Eagle itself as a brand is a great brand I want to create, which is happening. And it's not that I really created it; it's actually happening. I'm also amazed the way people are coming into it and then asking and enjoying it, the way they're receiving it. I didn't expect so much, so I was also very happy about it. So I want to keep it on going on. And then finally the idea is, since it is getting on very quickly, fastly onto the pace which I was thinking, so after 2-3 years after we do this Tri-City, and maybe we'll do next year we'll plan even Delhi once we'll plan, and then finally I'll put this cup, the legendary cup in the port, in the CVR Links. I'm feeling that by that time, that we will finish this 18-hole course, and we'll are also planning for a resort, and a lot of social infrastructure also will develop. So then we can.
Second runner-up who wins a trophy and the Samsung Galaxy phone is.
Huge award ceremony in Hyderabad marked the culmination of the three-city event. The icing on the cake was having the state minister, popularly known as KTR, as chief guest.
I worked in the container shipping industry for a bit before joining politics. But let me tell you, never was that industry as glamorous, as beautiful as it was tonight. So many thank you, many thanks to Shashi. We all know, Shashi, that Andhra has a huge coastline and Krishnapatnam is in Andhra Pradesh. Unfortunately, we don't have a coastline. So we are doing 2 dry ports. So dry ports by definition are dry. So for those of you who are looking for glitz, glamour, passion, fashion, something very similar, whenever we have to do something like this, we'll definitely call Shashi and his entire team of experts. But for the rest of the business, I think we'll give you business, you give us some business back. Andhra and Telangana both should grow together, and the entire huge coastline that we have in Andhra definitely should be encouraged.
And the bar is only going to be raised higher for the private port giant in the coming years as it gears up for greater things. like the fast-growing brand of the Golden Eagles Golf Championship and a state-of-the-art Sea-Links golf course that promises to be on every golfer's bucket list. Well, that marks the end of this year's championship. Here's my cue to sign off. Thank you very much for watching.